What's up, boys? So today's gonna be a no-cam story time about the first time I ever made any kind of purchase or trade for that marijuana. So I was around 15 at the time, and I had snuck out of my house, right? And the way I did it was, my house, it had very thin walls, right? It had very thin walls, so you could hear pretty much everything going on in my house because of how thin my walls were. And so my window had this little box AC unit in it. So the sides of my window had a little open area that you can crawl into. And I'm a pretty slim guy even now. So back then I was pretty small. I could fit through that. So, I fit my body through this little squared circle. Through this little square window. And I had this weight, those little weights that you can have to put I'll put a picture on the screen. Alright, the little arm weights, you rep a little bit with them. I had that on top of the AC unit against the window to keep my curtains in place. And because listen, I've always been a little bit of a vampire, okay? I didn't want any light coming through my window, okay? I just wanted those LEDs, that's all I wanted, boy. So when I was crawling out the window, I guess my knee caught the curtain or something and pulled it. And that weight fucking fell onto my table, and it rolled off onto the floor. And it was so loud, because I lived in a little trailer type thing. Listen dude, it was loud, okay? Everybody in the house heard that. The damn roach on the wall heard that. And so, I crawled back in the window. I was like, okay, yeah, let's not leave yet. Mom's probably about to burst in this bitch. And I got a text from my mom saying, what was that? And I was just like, oh, I just dropped my weight or something. I just told her I dropped something, or that I fell or something. I don't remember what I told her, but I know I told her that something hit the ground. Something went down, okay? Timber. And she was like, okay. And then I waited a couple more minutes just to make sure, no one's, because I was very paranoid. I was like, yo, dude, they're gonna know, they're on to me, dude. They're on to me. But eventually, I crawled out of that fucking window. I got to the ground, and I brought a backpack with me. I was scared because it's not a long walk, but it's still a lengthy walk, and you gotta walk uphill and downhill and shit. It's bad, dude. I walked down the road, and so I brought me a little knife with me just in case anyone tried to kidnap me or something. And I started strutting. Okay, I walked the whole way. I remember I was listening to NWA. I was listening to just some of their songs. I know I was listening to Gangsta Gangsta, because that's my favorite NWA song. And it was playing, just NWA, just Ice Cube, just blaring through my ears the whole time I'm on my way there. And I get to her house. I get to the homie Glam's house. And I had brought with me some little pills. They were little muscle relaxer pills. And I traded Glam my pills for half of a blunt. Now keep in mind, this whole trek and shit was all for just half of a blunt. Nowadays, I would never do that. But you gotta keep in mind, this is when I was 15, alright? I was a full-blown degenerate, okay? I would do anything to get fucked up. I don't care what it was. This little hike was nothing. This little hike was light work for me at this point in time. Hey, cheers, guys. I'm about to take a rip of a little joint right here, okay? Lighten it up real quick. Hold on. Give me a moment. I just need a moment. Alright. Cheers, guys. Nice marijuana. So I make my way there. I make my way over to the homie Glam's house. And I handed her a little handful of pillies. And these muscle relaxers, they never really made me feel much. But my friends that I would give them to, they loved them. They said that they got really fucked up on them, but I never really felt anything from them. She handed me this little half of a blunt, and I was like, "Yo, bet." And I put it in my pocket, and she had a little roach for us to smoke too. Cause listen, dude, like I said, we were 15 at the time. All right, we didn't always have like actual flowers. Sometimes we just had to go with whatever roaches we had left. You know, we just had to fucking just fucking struggle times, dude. So she whipped out her little can pipe, right? And listen, these were the days where fucking smoking out of a can pipe was acceptable, dude. I would rather be sober nowadays. Like, fuck that. Cause listen, guys, do not smoke out of can pipes. They have a layer of plastic in them. You're smoking aluminum. It's just not a good time, dude. Just don't do it. But like I said, these were the struggle times, alright? This is what we had to do if we wanted to get a little bit stony baloney. This is what we had to do. So, she had a little slit in the can, you know, and another little hole for the carb. And we used just the regular, like, mouthpiece as the mouthpiece. And so, we kind of, like, stuck this roach she had, and we put it in between the little slit where you would put the weed. And, you know, we smoked that shit, and I'm not gonna lie, I got pretty fucking high. But it also made me a little bit paranoid. Pretty quickly after we got finished smoking, and I brought a couple cigarettes too. We smoked some cigs. Pretty soon after we got done smoking, I was like, yo, dude, I gotta get home. Like, I was so paranoid, dude. In my mind, I was just like thinking about my parents. Like, they know, dude. Like, I fully thought that they knew. And so, you know, I quickly dapped up Glam. I was like, yo, dude, like, I gotta head out. She was like, alright, bet. And so I walked back to my house. I was still listening to NWA, but I didn't feel as gangsta as I did before. I was feeling treacherous, okay? I was feeling a little bit scared, okay? I was feeling petrified, okay? I knew in my heart and in my soul that my parents knew that I had snuck out, dude. I just knew it. I just knew that they knew. And so I finally made my way back to my house, and when I looked over, I saw that the kitchen light was on. And I was like, dude, they know! Oh no! They know I was gone. So I snuck back in through my window, alright? And I put that blunty, I put that blunty oney, I put that shit in, what did I put that shit in? I don't know. I put it in some kind of container. I don't remember. I'm sure I put it in something though. There's no way I just walked into the fucking kitchen with it just in my pocket. But I fully thought that they would be either in my room or something, or that, like, I don't know. I just knew that they knew I was gone. And so I snuck back I crawled my way into my room, and I went out of my room, and I went into the kitchen, and I saw my mom. She was in the kitchen, but she was just cooking her something to eat or something. She was just fixing her like a bowl of cereal or something. And I was just like, yo, what's up? I was just kind of seeing if she knew. And she was just talking to me normally. She was like, hey, like, you know, what's up? Like, what are you doing up so late? And I was just like, oh, nothing. And, yeah, dude, it was pretty much fine. You know, she went back into her room after she fixed her little food, whatever she fixed. And, yeah, I went back into my room. I smoked that blunt. And I came into the living room, and I remember it was a sativa. It was definitely a sativa dominant strain, because I felt a sativa high. I didn't feel like couch locked or anything. I just felt very like, I don't know, dude. I just felt fucking happy go lucky, dude. I just felt good. And I remember I had one of those like watch while you're high videos on the screen on the TV, and I was listening to music in my headphones, and it was just a nice time. And my dad, he had come out of the room, and he was in the kitchen doing something, and he kind of shot me like a weird look for a second, and then he went back to the room. I was like, I was high. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't even really see him like look at me. Like, I didn't think of anything of it. I saw him look at me, obviously, but I didn't think of anything of it. Like, it wasn't like a super weirded out look he gave me. He just kind of looked at me like he was studying me for just a second. It was very quick, like literally just like a second or two, right? And he went back into the room, and a couple minutes later, my mom came out of the room, and she came and she looked at me for a second. I was like, yo, like, what's up? You know, you good? Like, she was like, are you high? And I was like, huh? As soon as she said, are you high? My heart fucking dropped. I was like, how? How do they know? How? What did I did everything right. I did everything right. I don't know why I didn't think about trying to find a way to hide the smell. I didn't change my clothes. I didn't blow my smoke out the window. None of that shit, dude. I didn't do none of that shit. I just smoked my fucking blunt in peace and in bliss, and I just waltzed up on out of my room. It was honestly crazy. My bad, guys. I was stretching. I don't know why I didn't think I was gonna get caught, dude. But I was like, no, I'm not high. And she was like, come on. Do you think that we don't know what weed smells like? Your dad just came in there and said that you smelled like weed. And I was like, no. I had no argument, dude. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't prove myself, dude. I was just like, no. She was like, just tell me the truth. Did you smoke weed? I'm not going to be mad. Just tell me the truth. Did you smoke weed? And I was like, yeah, I smoked weed. She was just like, okay. Well, how did you get it? When did you get it? And I was just like, Glenn. I didn't tell her I snuck out. I didn't want to tell her that. I didn't tell her about the pills, and I didn't tell her I snuck out. I just said that Glam came over and that she gave me some pills, right? And she was like, okay, well, not pills, shit. My bad, guys. I just said that Glam came over and she gave me some weed. And, you know, no, I don't think I said that she gave me some weed. I think I said that she, like, just smoked with me. And then she asked, do you have any more? Because she was probably going to confiscate that shit if I had any more. But I was like, nah, I don't have any more. I was lying. I still had the roach. But I was like, nah, I don't have any more. Like, she just smoked with me. She didn't leave any. She just smoked with me. And she was like, okay, you know, like, she I don't know. She didn't get on to me pretty much at all. I was just like, yo, let's go. And then she just kind of said goodnight and went back to her room. And it was pretty nice. You know, it was pretty cool. Yeah, guys. And yeah, guys, after that, my high was pretty much diminished a little bit, so I had to go back into my room and smoke that roach, too. My bad, guys. There was a loud-ass car passing by my house. I had to pause it for a second. But yeah, guys, I went back into my room. I smoked that roach, and I came back out and listened to some music, and yeah, it was a fun time, you know. I had a fun little night. It was nice. So that, guys, is the first time I ever made a purchase or anything for weed. It was also the first time I ever snuck out. Wait, no. I take that back. That was the second or third time I ever snuck out. First, fun fact, the first time I ever snuck out of my house was the day that Technoblade died. Or maybe not the day he died, but the day that the video saying he died came on to his channel. It was that same night. That was the first night I ever snuck out. So that's a pretty crazy fact for you. But yeah, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Song recommendations. Hold on, let me go through my YouTube music real quick. I'll find you a couple songs. So we're gonna go with One Shot, Two Shot by Eminem and Teenagers by My Chemical Romance. Yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you had a fun time watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.